Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boogie had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill today, Chase Burns. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Just about to get underway. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. And another ball.
High.
On the corner for a strike. That catches the top part of the zone. That is strike 2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. McCarthy wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges.
That's a
You know,
ball.
he's been a tough out for a good stretch now. Pitchers just haven't been able to figure him out. He's been doing a really good job of getting on base as well.
The 2-1. Popped up. Brings it in. One out man at first. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rock. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Just missed.
Ball.
Runner goes again. There's a ball.
That's in. Ball.
Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Foul ball there. Comes a 2-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Yeah.
Two outs and a runner at third. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Ball.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Ryan Feltner. What's the scouting report on him?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Leading off, TJ Friedl. Right through there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
That's a ball.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2.
Really
that missed.
Good take,
That's a ball.
especially with 2 strikes.
Hit hard, base hit.
Batting second, shortstop Ellie De La Cruz.
Outside
That's a
low,
ball.
and it's 1-0. Friedl gets his lead at first with nobody out. That
Hurt.
one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Ball outside.
On the ground, right
Ball.
side, and it goes just foul. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting third.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Man at first, one away. Top of the zone for a called strike. Close,
Ball.
but called a ball. And a count 2-1. That one
Ball.
missed. And ball 4
Left
to
side,
a
ball
board.
4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Home run number 5 on the season. The Reds score first. It's 3-0. One down. Noel V. Marte, the next to hit for the Reds.
Hurt.
The 0-1. Ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Ball 1 there. Two down, nobody on.
He hasn't
Oh.
wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That is the inning. Back here in Cincinnati. Second inning set to go.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after
Yeehaw!
their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
0-1 down. Burns, a righty that throws with power. 23 years old, and he was born in Italy. That one
No, that
close,
missed. That's a
ruled
ball.
Ball 2. On the ground.
That's
and
ball.
Foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting sixth. Shortstop.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezekiel Tovar.
Back one.
Oh, 1 now. The shortstop
No, that
takes
missed.
the
That's a ball.
Fastball
Strike 2.
for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. That one lifted to left. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. In now for the Reds, J.J. Bleday. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. McCarthy tracks it down for the out. One pitch and one out. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball one. That one fouled off.
No, that's out.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Fastball for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Doyle in position, 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McLean.
Oh, yeah.
Two down, nobody on. That's ripped. Base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Reds, center fielder.
Quick move to first, and he's back in safely. Late on that fastball. McLean leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to.
Oh, that got him.
Up next for the Reds,
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Nope. Ball.
Just missed.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it. There's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Back here at Great American Ballpark, on to the 3rd inning. Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. Right through there for a strike. Now the 0-1. Popped up. De La Cruz under it. And there's one down. The 0-1. And that is out of play.
That's a ball.
Pitch is in the dirt. Full count now. stays alive. And he walked him.
That's ball four.
Breaking
Take your
ball
base.
in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So the Rockies lineup
Hey,
turns over.
beat the throw.
Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. Slapped foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab.
No, that missed.
Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Doyle around third. And they cut the lead to 2.
Everything came together for him. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Yeah.
Moniak in the box now. Takes strike 1. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Line drive to short and caught. Set for the bottom of the third. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Will Benson. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And a foul ball.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
Ball.
And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Ground ball right side. Lopez tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Tovar. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, start of the 4th, Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. And the 1-0.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that one fouled off. The 2-2. In the air, left field. Benson makes his way towards it. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Hey.
Swing and a pop-up. Suarez under it. And there's 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Close, but called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Bottom 4. Now it's the Reds DH, J.J. Bleday.
Here, what?
Right through there for a strike. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
First baseman, Mr. Steer.
And first offering is fouled off.
Nope, ball.
Fastball is outside.
That's a ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Reds,
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds.
McClain.
Ball, outside.
Two down, nobody on. He's one of the best players in baseball at driving in runs, Chris. His RBI totals this season rank him in the top 10. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Popped up. Brings it in. And that is that. Back here at Great American Ballpark, ready now for the 5th inning. Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies.
Hey!
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Colorado, third baseman, Willie Castro.
That clips a corner.
Ball, that's outside.
The Rockies trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Breaks his bat. There's a soft liner. Handles, throws to first, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. In for a strike. 0-1. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Here's a high chopper. Sends it across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, T.J. Friedl.
Ha!
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-0. Hammered down the right side, but foul. This to center field. 1 down. That one ripped, but foul. Clips the corner. And it's 0-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Reds.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez.
That missed. That's a ball.
And the 1-0.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. In the air out to center. And that'll get down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
The 0-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Suarez off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Lopez tosses to first. That's out number 3.
Now pitching for the
We're
Reds,
back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Rhett Lauder.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings. Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And there's a ball. That one misses.
Ball
so
4. Take your base.
Walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Nicky Lopez up to the plate.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. He's got it.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Moniak, the next to hit, takes ball one. Quick toss to first.
Oh,
McCarthy
he's
back
safe.
in on a dive. The Reds trying to protect a two-run lead, and we're the top half of the sixth. On the ground to the left, and foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups.
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. In the air, left field. Benson on his way in. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Just
That's the
missed.
ball down.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position.
Here. Ball.
Louder checks the runner, and he's back in easily. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. Base hit. McCarthy rounds third, headed for the plate. And he's out.
He's out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Chase Stolander.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Line drive. Doyle snags it on the run. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now at the plate, Tyler Stevenson.
Hee-haw.
Here's your 1.
Ball. That's down.
And that's
That's a ball.
downstairs and outside. Well struck, right field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. On the ground to first. And
Foul ball.
that's just foul. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swung on, looped into center. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That one at triple digits.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
He makes the grab. That is the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, we go to the top of the 7th. Number 7 now at the plate.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that. He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Two. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that's the first out.
Shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Hut.
The 0-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Next to hit, Troy Johnston.
Ah!
Two down, nobody on. And that one pulled foul.
Ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground, right side. On to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Great American Ballpark, in now for the Reds, Matt McClain. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Comes up empty. Good job to fight that one off.
Teased the zone with that fastball a little bit up, fouled it off. Expect him to go a little bit higher with this next one.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Center fielder, TJ Friedel.
Hey!
The 0-1.
Ball. That's a ball.
That's to third. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Up next for the Reds, shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Just
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. That is the inning.
Now pitching for the
They hand the
Reds,
ball over to a new
number
arm,
52.
Pierce Johnson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time,
That one ran inside, almost got him.
oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
Johnson, a 6'2 righty, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2012.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Outside corner, got him looking. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Out of here. And just like that, they're within a run.
Ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Top of the zone for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Ball, that's up.
Fought off foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights it off. You'll see another. The Reds holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, but he beats it. Nice try defensively, great hustle, and the tying run is on. So in now for Colorado, Nicky Lopez. Johnson keeping him close.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And now the 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
Called out on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Emilio Pagan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Nope, ball.
The 1-0. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's inside, ball.
Runner on the go. McCarthy off of first with 2 away. And that one is downstairs.
Down.
Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3. On to the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Left fielder, Will Dixon.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. And the 1-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That's a strike. Just off the inside edge. Draws the walk
That's
there.
ball 4. Take your base.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Now there's a bullet down the line, and it stays fair. Benson headed for the plate. Relay throw home, safe. 4-2 now.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it.
Stevenson
That's the ball.
Stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Man at second.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
And a swing and a miss.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Reds, designated hitter, J.J. Bleday.
That's in. Ball.
Man on second, 2 down.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Marte on his horse around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. So up next, Spencer Steer. 0 for 3 in this one.
Yeehaw!
And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for the Reds.
So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, number 58.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Hey!
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count. With runners on, look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one in the dirt and gets away. The throw to third. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away. Two down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 run across. The relay throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And the lead is up to 5. So back to the top of the order. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. Now a quick throw to first.
No,
and he's back in on a dive. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. Back here in Cincinnati, all set to start the 9th in this one. Hunter Goodman digs in now. That one fouled hard the other way. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout. First offering, and it just misses. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. That misses the
ball
zone.
low.
And the count even 1-1.
No, that's inside.
Next offering is down low. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. And there's ball four.
Ball four. Take
Man,
your base.
that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Man at first with one gone. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Ball one, no strikes. Fastball the inside corner for a strike. Jack Knights out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings through him for the K. Rockies down to their final out. The 0-1.
That's the ball.
The Rockies down to their final strike. Ripped to right. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds make it 6 straight victories.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.